Welcome back to the Crosspoints Podcast.
Hey, we're so excited. This summer series.
We're
I
here
love
again.
it.
I'm loving the summer specials.
I love it.
Round 2.
Wow. Okay.
I know.
Let's do
I'm
this.
really excited.
Okay.
This is the Crosspoints Podcast. We're your hosts, Orah and David.
Mm-hmm.
And for the summer specials, we just thought you guys might want to get to know us a little bit better.
So a get to know you episode.
Yes.
I think that's great because, I really don't know a whole lot about you.
I mean, don't even know you at all. Do you have a middle name? Like what? I don't even know you.
That's a great question. Orah, what is your middle name? I'm curious.
I have 2 middle names.
What?
I know.
You're one of those.
I'm one of those. I'm kind of a big deal, you guys.
You are a big deal. We've said this multiple times. I hope our audience is understanding
really
what a big deal you are.
Yes. Okay, so my maiden name was Sisu, so my name is Orah Janae Sisu.
Orah Janae.
Janae.
Hold it. Sisu. How do you spell Sisu?
S-I-S-U.
Okay.
It means the ability to stand the test of time.
Ooh.
And
that's hold it. I got to stop it. What kind of?
It's Finnish.
Finnish.
Yes. So I loved my last name.
Okay.
And I didn't want to let it go when I got married.
I understand.
Californian.
Yes, of course. We expected that.
I know.
Really.
I would have loved to keep it, but I married a Midwesterner. So
that didn't quite work out.
I was like, well, I got to take his name.
Okay.
So I moved it to my middle name. So I'm still Orah Janae Sisu, but I'm Orah Janae Sisu Hayes. I have 2 middle names now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this official or
It's
you
official.
just do it? Like no, you actually
I
changed
moved it. For my marriage certificate, I just moved it over.
Interesting.
Yep. So I'm Orah J.S. Hayes.
So interesting.
I know.
I feel like I know a little bit of your world now. Yeah, a little bit of what's going on in here.
Do you have a middle name?
I do.
What's it start with? Hold on, don't tell me. I'm going to guess it.
All right. Starts with a K.
Killian.
No. Give me one more. What do you got?
Okay. Kenobi.
Star Wars reference there. Kenneth.
Oh, I literally would have guessed that. I don't know why I couldn't think of anything.
My grandfather's name was Kenneth. I was named after him on my mom's side. He served in World War II. Yes, wow. I'm very honored to be named after him.
I like
actually.
it.
Yes.
David Kenneth.
I
didn't know it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Super.
Well,
okay.
I've got some more questions.
We got some other questions?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking about, and the reason why I thought this was kind of cool to do this get to know you thing was, have you watched this series on Netflix that is all the rage? I think it's the most watched series right now.
I believe it. It's got to be Stranger Things.
It's Stranger Things. That's right.
Yes.
Stranger Things. Yes. Okay. Now, just to be clear, it's got some like kind of
it's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah,
it is. Now I haven't watched season 2. I've only watched season 1. Season 3 just came out, but everybody is talking about it.
Yes, people love it. I didn't finish it because I was like, I'm such a baby with it. Phil and I, suspense, like we can't handle it. We like turn the volume all the way down. We like want to fast forward it. It's too suspenseful.
Yeah, so the end of season 1, I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh,
I was not sure I wanted to watch season 2, and I haven't yet.
Yeah,
but now season 3 is out, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to watch it, but I don't know. I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the idea about Stranger Things is that, we're kind of reaching back into the past in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so I thought, how fun would it be to kind of get to know when you grew up, what era did you grow up?
Yes.
Like I grew up in the 80s.
You did, okay.
Late 70s, early 80s kind of thing.
I was born in the 80s, but I'm a 90s cat. I mean, I grew up in the 90s.
Okay, so the 90s was your jam.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
So what was life like for you growing up?
Oh my goodness. Well, a lot like freer than now, like all the stories. Like we could like ride our bikes around, except for I learned how to ride my bike really late, so I don't know if I was really riding my bike around.
We gotta know now. How old were you when you...
I feel like I was like really old. I don't know how old I was, but one time I was riding my bike and I like freaked out on braking and I ran into a fence. It was like one of the very beginning.
Yeah, so
and
that kind of
like...
I
wouldn't get on it for like years and years and years. Like everybody else was riding
a bike. But you did learn how to ride a bike.
I did. I know how to ride a bike. I know. You're welcome. I'm
great.
teaching lessons. And I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
And yeah, we just kind of, I don't know, we were not rich or wealthy or like stable.
Or stable,
yeah.
okay.
So it wasn't like we were out doing a lot of, we weren't in summer camps, we weren't doing, anything.
Okay.
We were just hanging out with each other.
Older, younger siblings?
3 girls, all within 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And they're older than you?
They're older, I'm the youngest.
You're the, it all makes sense. You're the youngest. Totally, that's why you're the big deal.
I'm kind of a young. I'm married a youngest. I feel like we're all attracted to each other. I don't know.
Oh, you're married to the younger too? That's so interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
So did you guys have fights growing up? Did you guys really get along real well?
Oh my
How
gosh,
would you describe your home life?
All the time.
Really?
We were big fighters. Very physical. Everybody's like, you're girls, so you didn't no. We fought. We pulled hair. I definitely whacked my sister with multiple objects in the house.
Knock down, kind of drag out, on the ground, kind of. Okay.
Fighters.
Yeah. Okay.
Big fighters.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really get along very well.
Okay.
No, we didn't. But I think also we did. Do siblings you do.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
But like, yeah, we fought a lot.
So how has it ended now? Are you guys close? Are you kind of like a little distant? How would you say?
Yeah, we're probably more a little distant. I think we all go in phases.
Yeah,
like sometimes one
totally
of us will be closer, and then the next ones will be closer, and like.
Is there a competition between like the relationships that you guys have?
I don't know. We all were so different.
Okay.
Like Sarah, she's the oldest. I think we were probably a lot more similar.
Okay.
Bethany was always like way smarter than us and like read and like more of like an introvert. And Sarah's a big extrovert. She's like, everybody loves her.
Life of the party kind of person.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was just all of the above. I don't know. Like I was just
you took a little bit of both.
Yes, I was
right?
like, give me all the attention.
Yeah.
So.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Kind of growing up like that.
It was kind of it was a life.
But you were, but also you're a military family as well, if I understand,
Vince,
right? Because you mentioned that.
My father was in the military. He was in the Army.
Okay.
And Monterey, where I live, is a military community. So a lot of people live there in a military community. And
well, let me ask you this. So what was the one thing that you really liked about growing up as a military kind of, can I say military brat? You know,
well,
what was your...
little twist in the story. He was dishonorably discharged because he is like in and out of prison growing up.
Sorry, didn't mean to bring up some bad stuff
so,
there. Okay,
I didn't like grow up in the military. We grew up in the lifestyle, and he was in the military, but then he was in and out. You know, he chose a different life. Prison was a different life. But so yeah.
Sorry about that, Orah.
Get to know me a little bit better.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so but he was like really strict. I mean, he being military, like really strict
household,
super strict household,
discipline, rules,
really,
all of that.
Yes, all of the above. Which I actually didn't really mind that much, to be honest with you. Like, we were really well behaved. Definitely seen and not heard. Really? You know, the kind of, you know. Yeah. I'm not taking it all on for my kids by any means, but also I feel like we were really respectful kids.
Oh, so. That's good. Okay. So there's some positives there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
What was your 80s life like?
My 80s, I felt like I had like two childhoods.
Yeah.
Like one was where my dad was involved in my life, and then the other side growing up is when my parents got a divorce, and then the other side when he wasn't around.
Yeah.
So kind of real stable at the beginning, lots of fun, we would bike together, like, we would go 20, 30, 40 miles riding together. So that's kind of fun, right? As a kid having that experience, we were in church a lot, and then the divorce happened, and, we kind of...
How old were you when the divorce occurred?
Well, kind of started like around 13-ish. Age, like kind of the age that my boys are right now.
Okay.
So we lost a lot of like our money, our wealth, all that kind of stuff. It turned us all upside down.
Yeah.
And so I had experienced a lot and then didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the challenge as well.
And who did you stay with?
So with my mom, because my dad left, and so I've got 3 younger siblings, and all girls. So I'm the only boy. I'm the oldest.
Oh, funny.
You're the youngest. Yeah. So we had that. Yeah. So it was a challenge, trying to grow up, and I have 3 younger sisters, and I kind of felt like, in some maybe little sense, I don't know what my sisters would say, but it was more of a father figure than a brother figure, right? Or maybe a really really older brother, because we're like my siblings are like 7 years younger than me, and then 10 years or 11 years younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a
Totally
little bit of a gap. Because you guys were really close together. Yeah. So.
Wow.
So that's kind of where we grew up. But I think probably the same kind of thing as you. Early in life, man, we would ride down the streets on the bikes, go wherever we wanted to go, do whatever we wanted to do. Can't do that anymore.
Let me ask this question. In an alternate reality, do you wish your parents would have stayed together, or are you actually kind of glad that they got divorced?
Ooh, that's a tough question, because I believe that part of who I am today is because of what I went through.
Yeah.
I don't look back on it and I'm mad or angry at my dad, or I'm mad or angry at the circumstances. I'm like, man, that really formed me in terms of driving me to a relationship with God and who He is and all that kind of stuff. But I think at the end of the day, I have to say, man, I wish my parents stayed together.
Yeah.
I wish there wasn't that brokenness, because, man,
life was good before they broke up.
It was, and I think about my kids. Because the whole grandparent thing, and he's not in our life right now, and that's challenging.
It always makes it a lot more complicated. 4 Christmases or something, a lot more challenging with divorced parents.
Totally, yeah. So do you still stay in contact with your dad and those kind of things?
No, I haven't spoken to him I don't know, 8 years maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they got separated when I was a senior in high school and divorced when I was in college. So
I think that would almost be tougher.
My sister's life, they were all everybody was together. So I was the last one in the house when they were getting divorced. Kind of crazy. I know. Kind of late.
Yeah.
Right? I should have done it like 45
So how was that?
years
Did you
earlier.
feel like your senior year was all blown up because of that?
High drama. High drama.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it was stressful. I was so ready to go to college.
Oh,
so
I bet.
ready
Like,
to
get me
there.
out of here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I could not wait to get out of there. But also, I always think, because a lot of people say that they like, I don't want to get divorced because I want my like kids to like, you know, I want to stay together for the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny, being a divorced kid, I always think like, I wish my parents would have gotten divorced 10 years before.
Because of all of the drama and all the
I think you
stuff.
can scrub your kids just from like staying married, like in a bad situation too. So I always think that's kind of interesting to ask a divorced kid, like, did that screw you up, or how do you feel?
That is real. I never really kind of quite thought of it that way. Yeah, if you're going through all this trauma for so many years, it's like, just be done with it.
Yeah. Kind of interesting, because I feel like a lot of people think that divorced kids are like a little, you know, like a lot of they grew up in a divorced family, like you know.
Exactly.
But maybe the kids are like, no, pretty good actually.
Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So you stayed with your mom, I assume?
My senior year, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think I went back and forth maybe a month or two. I don't know, but not very long.
So let me talk about kind of your religious background. So what did you? Was a religious household? Not what? Tell me.
My mom was raised Catholic, and then Vince is like Pentecostal, or was and that's kind of how we grew up. So
you call him Vince?
Yes, I do call him Vince.
Okay,
yeah.
interesting. I noticed that. Yeah.
He Pentecostal and like really, definitely spirit-filled church. You know, like you'd go and, you know, somebody would put your hand on your forehead and you fall down. And
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real
with,
Pentecostal.
Yeah.
Putting
people walk around with blankets to cover the women in their skirts
and
lots of tambourines and ribbon dancers and
yes, I remember that.
Just
back in the
very
day.
normal.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. So that was your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's kind of, I mean, he was a worship leader too, so we were in church all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Singer, musician?
He plays a ton of instruments.
Really?
Yeah, really good singer.
Okay.
He sang background for Carmen. Do you remember Carmen?
Oh, Carmen was that's why you're still a big deal, because Carmen was,
yes,
you
actually,
guys, your dad, I'm sure he probably,
Carmen.
So interesting. Oh yeah, Carmen's big deal. So who's background singer?
Yeah, sometimes, not forever, but yeah, it was kind of funny. And then
what about your mom? Same Pentecostal thing? Or?
I think, I guess left the Catholic Church or whatever, and then she was with us at church all the time. So,
all right.
And then, but now I'd say she's not Pentecostal anymore and went back to Catholicism.
Kind of more of the Catholic thing.
Yeah,
okay.
a little more tame of a lifestyle. Can be a little crazy in the Pentecostal world.
Yes, absolutely. That's so interesting.
I know.
Yeah,
What about you?
Well, my parents were hippies back in the day. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, it was crazy. And they found this church called Full Faith Church of Love.
This place.
So seriously, like, I was here when I was 3 or 4 years old.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. So this has been like the church I've known.
Was it the same children's center?
Well, we had another building back in the day in Kansas City, Kansas. Okay. But like in 1980, like I was back in the back.
Funny.
I went through youth group back there.
This is your place.
This is it. Seriously.
Your domain.
Absolutely.
How funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Know
Yeah.
that.
So totally grew up here. Total church kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know. Yeah.
And it's like, it was actually like kind of quite different then. Also, like it was.
We were probably a little bit more Pentecostal kind of at that point. Obviously, a larger church, all of those kind of things. But I think there was a lot of shift too, because in our Kansas City, Kansas location, I would say we were way more charismatic. And as we moved here into the suburbs, and as the church really exploded, I think that kind of changed a little bit. Yeah. Not in a negative sense. I think our whole culture changed as well with that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Christian culture changed from kind of being like over the top charismatic to kind of like, okay, let's put some biblical kind of guidelines around these things. Yeah. I've got lots of stories. At some point we should talk about that. As a kid, like things that they did back in that campus, I was like, almost a little jarring, almost a little scarring to me. But there were some crazy things the hippies did when they got saved. Let's put it that way.
Sometimes when you look back and you think like, was I in a cult? No, like we were.
Yes, no.
Wondered,
it's so true. Like, Absolutely. Yeah. You hit it on the head. But I came out okay. Yeah, still loving Jesus, and it's good. Yeah,
Same.
And still love the charismatic roots. Believe in that. You know, gifts of the Spirit, all of those kind of things. That is still really, really important to me.
Yeah. Same.
But wanting to keep it within the confines of let's don't be crazy.
Yes.
Right.
Compared to like my upbringing, I feel like a square. But like really, I'm like I'm so pro everything. I'm just a little bit more in the inside of the bounds.
You're not alone. There's a lot of other people feel like that. Yeah.
Well, I've got some other just random questions.
Let's do it. And I'm going to ask you as well. Okay. So we'll go back and forth.
So pretend you're like a governor or a mayor or something.
Okay.
Anything. And you can change 3 laws.
Okay.
What laws do you choose to change? First day in office, what are you going to change?
Oh, okay. No question. Everybody that's over 16 years old has to go to driving school. They yes. And not just like they got to take the driver's license test.
Like every year, or
they need to every 10 years.
Every 10 years,
they've got to renew, and they've got to actually do a driving thing.
That's a great idea. It's a great law.
I think it would radically change our community.
I love that law.
Okay, great.
Let's do
there you
that.
Go. Okay,
yes.
What's one of yours?
Okay, one of mine is that sex offenders can't live within 1 mile of a school.
Don't they have that?
It's not.
What?
It's a law in California.
I assumed that was the case.
It's not a law here. I looked it up.
What?
Because we were living in an area close to a school, and there was a sex offender. And I was like, wait a second, he can't live here. And he can.
No.
It's not a law here.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
I did not realize
that.
I assumed. I thought it was 5 miles. But maybe 5 is too because the schools are so close to.
I know there are a ton of schools, but yeah.
But they can live anywhere, even a block away or right next door.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I know. First day.
All right, I had another one.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2 law. Everybody after they graduate from high school, and every 10 years, I'm all about that 10-year mark.
Renewal ones.
They have to go through a financial class.
Great idea.
I think it would revolutionize our financial community as well.
That is a great idea.
Whether it's Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace, or whatever, they need to sit down with somebody and have some financial counseling.
I thought that should have been like a requirement before you graduated.
In school as well.
Any school, like in college, anything. I was like, wait a second, why do we have to take those classes?
You can't graduate from high school unless you have some kind of conversation about money. It should be a Gen Ed. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. Great idea.
Okay.
I'd vote for you.
All right, thank you. All right, so we're doing good. 2 out of 2.
Yes.
What about you?
Okay, construction projects. Which I loathe construction projects.
Okay, if you're in the city of Shawnee, this is a big issue
everywhere.
Right now.
They are it's mind-blowing. Okay, so mine is that you can only do 1 at a time. Yes. I don't care if something else happens.
Yes.
Sinkhole, drive around it.
I put the checkbox mark in your corner in that.
Yes, it's got to, it could be fast. Is it because there are so many that it's not getting done faster?
So I'm gonna throw this out there. The city of Shawnee has been doing this project on Neiman Road for it seems like an eternity.
Years.
And whoever is listening, if any of our city council members or mayors listening, I'm frustrated because I don't feel like we're getting enough updates. Yes. And I love the city. I'm pro city. I'm pro our mayor. I can't say enough good things about Shawnee, but this drives me crazy.
It's crazy.
And I don't know why they can't give better communication about why the project is taking so long. I don't understand. And then they're talking about doing another project on 75th Street. And I'm like, I don't know that I want you doing that project if it's going to be the same thing we've seen in Neiman. And again, I love our mayor. I love the city.
It's been forever.
But I think, come on.
I know. It's crazy.
Sorry. Check box. Yes.
Vote for Orah. Here we go.
Yes. There is a mayor race going on. I don't know if you decide you want to put your name on it. You realize how hard that job is.
No, thank you.
That's a hard job. I give it to Michelle Dissler is the mayor, and she's awesome. And I wouldn't want her job either. So.
What's your third law?
My third law. Oh, I have to look because I think I forgot.
I'll say mine while you
Okay, yeah, please do.
This is a really big one.
What do we got?
Okay,
here we go.
Personalized license plates. They're everywhere. I don't know if you've ever looked, but you're going to notice now. There are personalized license plates. I've never seen so many living in Kansas. There are so many personalized license plates.
We love our personalized plates.
And I think they need to be explained. If you're going to put them on there, it needs to be explained.
Can you think of anything that was crazy that comes to the top of your head?
I just saw one that was SWNG, maybe SWING. No, SWNG LCY.
Southwest.
I think Sewing lady. But LCY.
Oh.
I know. Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
This is my law. If you get a personalized bumper sticker, or if you get a personalized license plate, a bumper sticker is required explaining the personalized license plate.
That you must put on the car.
It is a requirement.
Okay.
If we have to see it, we need to know
Orah,
why
are you sure you don't want to be mayor of Shawnee? Because I'm telling you, that's a good one. That's a good one. Like you're driving behind them and you're going, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, I need to know why. Like, why would you? Why? I don't know why.
I feel like mine are all serious, and you got some funny ones. I love that. I think that is so good. It's so good.
Equally important.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The other one that I had was everyone who has a child has to take a parenting class because I've seen too many I'm just going to throw this out there, weird parents that really drive me crazy in stores that are slapping their kids or yelling at their kids or hitting their kids. Yeah. And I want to go over there and like take the parents and go, what are you thinking?
You think before they leave the hospital, they should be like, hey, did you pass that test before you take your kid home?
Absolutely. That's a big pet peeve.
Every 10-year test, follow it up?
Well, maybe until they get through high school. Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah.
At least 2, right? I don't know. Come on.
Those are great. I mean, who would you guys vote for between the two of us?
I think I'm giving it to Orah. I like yours better. Those are so good.
Maybe a president, vice president scenario here. I don't know.
Although I do like the construction project. That was classic.
Okay, what about like you're listening to music on your iPod Shuffle, anything.
iPod Shuffle?
Way back in the day.
Oh, back
you're just listening to your old music, your mix tape, if you will.
Oh, Orah.
And, you have 3 bands that you would have listened to all the time.
Yeah.
But now you listen to the same thing. What are like 3 bands you would skip over and be like, I can't believe I listened to that.
Orah, you have to remember, I'm the church kid.
Oh yeah.
So, lots of people.
You can say Carmen.
Well, yes. Okay. He's on my list. Yes. So okay. I was a huge Carmen fan.
Yes.
Right. For a little while.
Oh, I mean,
okay. It was probably a 6 to 9 month kind of really. He had the one where the Satan and Jesus were duking it out.
For sure.
I can't remember what the title of it was. Whatever.
I listened to it.
That would be one. Click, because I still have it in my stuff. Okay, so that's one. The other one is Amy Grant. Some of her stuff, just like, okay.
But she still has a solid Christmas CD. Can we go back to that? I mean, pretty good.
I don't know about that. But okay. I'll pass over that. And then again, and I love worship music, but I got burned out on Hosanna Integrity. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Is it the Hillsong song? Hosanna in the highest?
No. Hosanna, it's people that are older, like 45 plus, they know what I'm talking about. It was called Hosanna Integrity Worship Music, and they came out with a new tape every month, and they were all new worship songs.
Trying to get out.
And I signed up, and I got and it was great songs, and worship the songs and whatever. And so I have all this music, Hosanna Integrity music.
And you'll skip it every time.
Oh yeah, now those songs are like, great stuff. I'm not slamming them, but oh my goodness.
Stop slamming them, David.
Okay, what do you got? So because people aren't gonna care about it, they're like, what is he doing?
Mine are.
What do you got?
You're not even know who they are.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. I'm only mom.
Hawthorne Heights.
Never heard of them. Who are they?
Oh, they had like Ohio is for Lover. They're kind of like a screamo band.
Ooh, okay.
I listen to them all the time.
Yeah, screamo, not good.
Solid. They were real solid.
Were you a headbanger? Like, did you have the thing over your head? You know,
no, I just.
What did they have? They had the bandana or something. Did you do that?
No, I didn't. I I listened to what I was feeling, David.
Okay.
You know,
you were an emotional.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. What else you got?
Taylor Swift.
I've heard of Taylor Swift.
I never listen to her anymore. She's on my every single time it comes on. I'm like, no, I don't
Why?
listen to that.
Just too poppy, too happy, too what?
I don't know. I think I maybe outplayed her. I think I just I'm like, yeah, I know. He wears tight shirts. You wear a t-shirt. I don't know. We get it. You know.
Okay, let me tell you something. I did not know what your list was.
Yeah.
Okay, but Taylor Swift, Prime Day just happened not too long ago, right? And so Taylor Swift had a concert for Prime Day.
Oh, she did.
And I just happened to be all by myself. I didn't have anything, which is rare. I wasn't preaching. I had some extra time. And I'm like, I've never heard her sing anything. I watched her play.
How was it?
I would skip. It was okay, but everybody was screaming and thought she was awesome and whatever. I mean, it wasn't bad, but that's great. I'm not
skipping her. What can I say?
Okay, what else you got?
Hate.
What else you got?
Third Eye Blind.
She sang that song.
Oh, did she?
She did. Yeah. She did. Okay, yeah.
Third Eye Blind is another one.
Okay, I've heard of them. I don't know what kind of music
style.
I
listen to all the time called
What was it?
I Hate Everything About You.
Right, really uplifting,
Classic.
Screaming. I hate everything about you.
Music.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
that's great.
And I skip them now.
Okay,
yeah,
great. All right.
Okay, let's do some phobias.
Ooh, okay.
I'm really interested in some phobias for you.
I'm gonna give you one phobia for sure that I have.
Okay.
I'm a runner. Mm-hmm. And I am fearful of dogs on the loose when I run. And I am not kidding you. I have had it happen at least 3 or 4 times. Oh, no. And they are like big teeth, growling at you. I have empathy for postmen or women that go around and do it because like I am literally terrified. I was running about a year ago. down the street, and this dog, it was twilight, it was about 5:36 at night, sun was going down. This dog came out.
Oh boy.
He was literally about 3 houses from me and started barking and yelling at me, screaming, and his, as a dog, yelling, barking, whatever.
You were screaming.
I was screaming, running away, and I literally turned around and ran as fast as I could the other way.
You need mace on your belt just for the dogs.
I know, I almost thought about doing that.
Do you know that postmen carry mace?
I believe it, and they should, and that should be a law. Is there a law that you can't have an unleashed dog? Like he was this dog was in the street.
I think it
was
is
terrifying.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
I would never even have thought of it.
Okay, what about you?
Well, mine are a little more normal. Spiders.
Okay.
Spiders.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And
with
like an extreme fear of spiders. If I have to kill it, like my heart's beating really fast. I very often will call Phil and be like, "Can you come home?"
Yes,
I've seen a
hold
spider.
it. I saw an Instagram post of you, and there was a spider in the bathroom or something, and you put a towel along, and I was cracking.
Yes.
I was literally laugh out loud. So tell everybody what happened.
Okay, it was a huge spider. Huge. Like, it will be featured in Lord of the Rings or something. It was huge.
Yeah.
And by that, it was like maybe like an inch
I was
or
going to say, I bet it was
don't know.
like that.
It was really big. It was black. It had a design on its butt. I can't tell you what it is because I couldn't get close enough. I'm not taking a picture of it because I don't want it on my phone.
Okay.
But it was in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided, like any normal person, that it could just have the bathroom. Like, if that's where it is.
That's your space.
That's
got
fine. You can have it. So I just toweled off the door to the bathroom so it couldn't come out.
I was cracking up at that photo, but then I never heard, what happened as a result of that.
I waited for Phil to come home.
Okay.
And then
was the spider still there?
Yeah. Oh, for
no
sure.
No way, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then more recently, the same kind of spider. This is in the house that we moved from, by the way. Is it crazy that I put the house up for the market? 2 spiders. And it was in the living room, and I made the kids go outside and screaming, get outside, there's the spiders in the main level. And it was huge, and I tried multiple times. I have a long Swiffer. I'm walking towards it. And
you're almost jousting with this spider. That's what I can see.
I was so afraid. So I walked across to my next door neighbors and knocked on their door.
You did not.
Asked
You
the
went
husband to
no
come
way.
to my house.
You did not. Are you serious?
To kill a spider.
What did the husband say when he looked at you?
Okay. I was like, how do you feel about spiders, Bob?
Oh my gosh, you were cracking me up.
And I had him come over. Yeah.
And
I was
he killed the
making
spider?
him move the curtain. He was like, I don't see any. I was like, move the curtains. Move the couch. Get it up. Yeah.
You've got a problem.
Gone. I know.
You've got a big problem.
A legit phobia.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
I know.
Okay, another phobia that I have, a fear of needles.
Phil is with you. My husband's with you on this.
Okay, so my story real quick is, this was years ago, and my wife is a nurse. She's a nurse practitioner, and so she knows that I'm not big on needles. And she does not say that she said this, but I know she said this. There's some dispute going on. So I had to get some blood drawn, and she says, hey, listen, my husband, he's not real big into needles. Why don't you pull out one of your biggest needles and say that you're going to take that from him? So she did it, and I'm like, what? Then, of course, she said, well, just turn your head. It'll be okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So she, of course, got the smaller needle. Now, my wife denies this. I mean, and whatever it was in my mind or whatever.
Yeah.
She stuck me, and immediately I passed out.
Oh my goodness! What a baby!
Started throwing up. Literally started throwing up. I do not do well at needles.
Throwing up from a needle.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I was
I'm
gone.
assuming you have no tattoos. Can we ask that about you?
Yes, none, 0. Wouldn't do it. You couldn't pay me to do it.
Oh boy, that's
and you're
great.
apparently you're okay because
I'm tatted.
I know you got it.
Yeah. Phil is
cool.
always like, I'm gonna get a tattoo, and I'm like, they do that with a needle, right? And then he's like, I'm not getting a tattoo. It's not gonna happen.
Phil, I'm with you, buddy. No, thank you at all. So, Okay, what was your last one? What's your
heights?
Height. Oh, okay.
I'm real bad with heights.
I can see that. Yeah.
Real bad with heights.
Okay, so I heard you just went to Chicago though.
Yeah.
Okay, and you went to the Willis, which used to be the Sears
Willis
Tower,
which is Sears Tower,
okay.
And everybody's going to the windows and looking out and getting the view, and I kind of
you can step out
I hugged the wall.
You did not.
I was just kind of like, you guys look at the view, that's fine. And then in the picture on Instagram, because I'm living my best life, you'll see me out on looking, and that's just for the picture. I didn't look at anything.
Okay,
I just went for the picture and then I moved back.
So if you don't know, you can go out. It's a clear kind of
plexiglass box that comes out from
that juts out of the building.
Kind of like an you're in a glass elevator, if you will.
Looking straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You overcame a little bit of your fear at that moment.
I really try, but I'm a total baby. I'm shaking and I might last for 5 seconds and be like, okay, I did it, thank you, bye.
I'm out of here.
I know. Those are kind of my biggest ones.
Okay. Well, I feel like I know you a little bit better now.
Okay,
so that's
good.
Okay.
Well, one I really want to talk about because I have like maybe 1,000 of them. Pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
Yeah.
Okay. One of my pet peeves is when, and I think I've shared this in a podcast before, but when parents discipline their kids in a public space.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seriously, it is a huge pet peeve of mine.
Okay, that one makes your blood boil.
Another one is when, and I see this all the time now, when, I don't know why it is, but when young kids, 16 to 21
I wouldn't call them kids.
I know, okay, young adults, young men and women who are driving in their cars and they've got their phone in one hand and they've got a drink in another. Have you seen that?
No, but
I'm not kidding.
Wow, they're quite
and they've got,
brave
I had them with their knees driving the thing, and I'm like, what
Yes.
in the world are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge pet peeve. Like, put the phone down, put the drink down.
Do you like
just
honk at them? Are you a honker?
I don't, because I'm too nice like that.
Oh yeah. Plus, like who wants to get
I'll
past
give
honking
him,
at them?
I'll give him an evil glance as they kind of drive, as they drive
them,
in.
David.
I'm gonna give him an evil glance. Okay, your pet peeve. What do you got?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll just maybe name.
Hold it. I think my guess is you have a long list of pet peeves.
I mean, it could go like longer than like scrolls could go.
Is that true? You're
like,
not just saying that. Yes. Okay.
Everything. I'm very bothered.
Okay, you're a bothered person.
I'd be a great old person.
Okay, great. I love that. She can't wait to become 80.
I can't wait to do it. People are like, oh my gosh, has she always been like that? Helen Keller quotes.
Okay. That's so random. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Well, do people just kind of say random Helen Keller quotes? I don't know. I don't think I know one Helen Keller quote.
Well, I'm sure that somebody you follow on Instagram or Facebook has used a Helen Keller quote, just like randomly posted a Helen Keller quote. I just think it's confusing to me that we watched a movie in school where it took her like 45 years to learn the word water. No disrespect, Helen.
45 years?
Not really 45 years, but it took a long time.
Okay.
And then she finally learns how to say water. And then all of a sudden she's saying like huge complete sentences and like really inspirational quotes. I don't understand.
You are dissing Helen Keller, one of the national treasures of the United States of America, and you don't like her quotes.
Call me.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, personalized license plates.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about that.
Here's a really big one though for me for driving.
Oh, okay, good.
If you're at a stoplight and somebody is back like multiple car lengths from the car in front of them, that drives me nuts.
Okay, you lost me.
Okay,
I don't know what you're
talking
about.
Okay. And you like turn and there's like a car next to you and there's like he could scoot up like 4 car lengths in between the car in front of him.
Yes, move up.
Yes, I don't understand it. That drives me crazy.
Okay, great. Okay.
That always bothers me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I know.
Okay, what else you got?
Oh boy.
Come on, keep going.
Chomping when you chew, like chompers.
Yeah,
I hate chompers.
Not good.
I'm like, why are you chomping? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't get it. People who talk loud on their speakerphone in a public place.
Oh, come on. You don't love that?
I hate
that. Oh,
that.
come on. No, I'm kidding. It drives me crazy, too.
See?
Especially in the airport. I do, especially in the air. I just don't think about it much.
I know. Well, what about when people find a YouTube video so funny that they make you watch it in front of them, like right then?
Oh, I'll do that.
No.
I do that.
David,
I'm sorry.
don't do
I
that.
do it with my staff all the time. Hey, you got to see this.
Just send them the link. If they find it funny, they'll tell you they found it funny.
No, I want them to enjoy the moment with me. I want them to laugh out loud with me.
The pressure's on to be like, oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
you don't
that.
Find it funny.
That is not I'm going to start showing you some of my great YouTube channels.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Well, I see that we're going kind of long here, but I got one more question for you.
Okay, great.
What president, alive or dead, would you like to have lunch with?
Okay, there's 2.
Okay.
I have 2 presidents. The first one is John Adams.
Okay.
He was the first to live in the White House while it was being constructed.
Okay.
George Washington had kind of faded into the background, so to speak. So he was really, in my eyes, kind of like the first elected president, and kind of what he was going through and how he was trying to get the nation kind of founded. And he had a lot to do with the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, all those kind of things. Okay. So I think that would be interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
Another one is Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Teddy Roosevelt is this man's man, national park.
Okay.
He was all over. He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Really crazy kind of charge. Let's take the next hill. Was involved in the Spanish-American War. All of this kind of stuff.
Like look too.
Oh,
so
totally.
Kind of fun to,
and a little known fact is that he was one of the few presidents that was, and I think this is right because I haven't really looked at this in a while, who was not a Democrat or a Republican. He started his own political party.
Independent?
It was not. It was called. I can't remember. Okay. And I know. Get lots of comments then below this, but yes, but no, he did. I know that for a fact. It was the Moose Party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, what about you?
Okay, Truman.
I thought about him.
He'd just be so interesting.
Was not expected to win.
No.
Right.
And I just feel like it would just be like really interesting to hear about his presidency.
Totally pro-Israel. Totally. I mean, he was very progressive for his time as well.
You can tour
and civil
like
rights as well for him. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that. You can tour. He has his library in the Kansas City area and his house. Yeah. And I did it, and it was so interesting. And I just thought, gosh, I would love to eat with this guy.
Yeah.
He'd be really interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
And the other one's President Obama, because like who wouldn't want to eat with President Obama?
I mean, come on.
He's just so likable.
I know a couple of people that would not want to have anything to do with him, but I get what you're saying.
I feel like even if you maybe don't like him, like, does he seem likable? Like, he seems like somebody to get a coffee with.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think. So easy to talk to, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah, I think that's true.
He did comedians in cars getting coffee, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. If you haven't seen that, Comedians in Cars,
Netflix.
It's great, and that is a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. Well, David, I feel like I got to know you a little bit better.
I feel like I know you a little better, too. The youngest, married a younger.
Yes,
yeah,
David
I like
Kenneth.
that. Orah Sisu.
Yes.
Not Sisu.
No,
Janae Sisu. Okay, got it.
It's
all right.
me.
Officially.
I know.
Okay. Well, we did it again.
We did it. Summer special.
That was so fun.
Yay. Guess what? We're going to come back with another season for you guys.
Season 2.
Season 2.
And we have some really great stuff in store.
Yes. Stay tuned, and we'll see you after the summer.
Okay.